Have you or a loved one been charged or accused of a crime? If so, the stress can leave anyone feeling helpless and alone. But you don't have to be alone. Hi, I'm Dave Maldonado, and I've successfully defended Montanans for over a decade in these situations. So if you're tired of being scared, let's get you prepared. To see how, visit BigSkyDefender.com today.
You are not alone. Visit BigSkyDefender.com to find out more on how you can fight back against local and federal criminal charges.
Special teams, offense, defense, great effort.
Yeah. Disappointing. I guess last drive of the second quarter, and then that first, really quick drive they had in the third quarter. But yeah, we aimed to stop the run game, and we did that. I think they ended up passing for quite a few, but that's not going to be the ticket, I don't think, against us. If we can stop a team from running the football and put them in passing situations, it's going to be what it needs to be. And special teams, we made some big plays. I think Brendan Hall had a fabulous day as far as turning over the field, because we probably punted more than we typically would. And then offensively made a bunch of big plays. We're very explosive in that first half in particular.
Weber State helped Montana State out with a victory over Idaho today. So there's a lot of marbles on the table this week.
Yeah. This game is big for a lot of reasons, and there's all those Montana natives that are down in that locker room that this game means so much to, and I think the rivalry certainly grows on our guys from out of state, and then by the nature of it being the last game, there's generally going to be Big Sky Conference and playoff implications on the line, and that's the way it's going to play out next Saturday. So, got to enjoy this one, and then have a great week of preparation to go give it everything we possibly have next Saturday.
Join Town Pump's Pump It Up Rewards Plus program and never pay full price for fuel again.
Save 5 cents on every gallon every day at any Town Pump across Montana.
Plus, earn and redeem points on your favorite in-store items to get free stuff with our clubs.
Stop in and pick up a rewards card. Download the Pump It Up Rewards Plus app today.
Or visit townpump.com/rewards to register and start saving.
Town Pump. Right down the road. Pump it up. Oh, yeah.
Misconception that we're going to throw him out there and we're just going to run the football, and he's going to run the football, but he can throw it. I think it was apparent. They're all piled down in there, and if you do that, we got some guys that can get behind the defense, and I know Ty in particular was able to do that a couple times. So yeah, that was a tremendous first half by Sean, and I think we showed we could throw the football if we need to.
And then a couple guys kind of taking advantage of the opportunity. Zach Cruz getting that pick six, block punt, and Lane scoring a rushing touchdown. What do you think of those two guys kind of taking advantage of those moments?
Yeah, Zach's he's played a real critical role on special teams all year, and he's been in there here and there on defense. He's a tremendous athlete, and that's shown a lot in the special teams game. But that block punt was probably the first time it really, would showed to the fan in the stands, I guess. But and then the athleticism on the interception. We're really glad we have him here, and he's only going to continue to contribute as he gets bigger and stronger, all that stuff. And then Lane, Lane's been through so much, and he's gotten his way back into the mix here these last couple of weeks. So to have him back out there to get him in the end zone, in particular on Senior Day, was a pretty special moment.
Nolan Askelson also had a pick, and Ben Seymour almost had a scoop and score as well. So just talk about your seniors in general. Yeah.
Like I said before, it's just a really special group, and I think pretty. I think if you said one word, what describes them, I would say just an unselfish group, and they understand that, nothing's going to be given to them, and they need to continue to do everything they can and keep going to work and lead by example, and Nolan, Ben, you go down the line. I know we were without two of them, and Derek and Trayton today, but I know those other 10 guys had a chance to contribute today, and a pretty no nonsense group that's you keep stacking these groups up. Another opportunity for those guys to be in the playoffs. That's all that 6-year group knows. They got here in 18 and 18, 19, 21, 22, now 23. I think they're going to be I would suspect, Bill, right, the first group to be part of all they know is playoffs and this kind of winning. And they've learned while they're younger, but then they've been able to turn it around as older players and really become models of what we want to be all about.
You mentioned Eastern load in the box. I mean, how big was it then to just hit them towards the middle of the field and sort of open things up?
Yeah, I think most teams are going to do that against us, and we haven't taken enough shots, honestly, the last couple weeks. That was kind of going to be our approach. What if we're going to pass it? We're going to take a shot. We're going to go downfield, and I think we ended up 8 for 8 that first half, and a lot of wide open guys running. So, as we continue to move forward, I'm hopeful that teams recognize that we can throw it, and they got to defend it all. And we got capable quarterbacks, and we certainly have capable guys on the other end.
That time of Cole, you guys, the wind knocked out, or what happened to him?
I think that's probably what it was. Yeah.
Scores 2
Yeah.
5-yard touchdowns.
Yeah, he was in there 2 plays later, so I know he got thrown down pretty hard, and that's about what it was, I think.
Just your team at this point of this season compared to maybe this time last year or the year before, I mean, how do you feel? How good do you feel about where you are overall?
Well, I think this team continues to get better. And I think we could say that the last couple of years as we move through November, that's your barometer. You're getting better. You're staying the same because you got to make a conscious decision to keep battling and keep preparing each week. And I think this team right now continues to answer the bell. And we got a big test next week, and that will obviously be the telltale as far as the way the regular season unfolds. But feel good, and I think generally, you feel decent about where our health is at right now. I know that's always a tricky thing that you don't necessarily control. So I think it's a hungry group, and a group that I have no doubt about their willingness to continue to go back to work.
On the health front, did Marcus leave with the injury, or was that Marcus Weir, or was that just?
Yeah, we pulled him out. I think, nothing that to be greatly concerned about.
And then you got a couple guys come back, Elijah, of course, but then JT's first game of the season, just how great.
Yeah, that was a little bit, as of Monday, I didn't know if that would be a possibility, but he practiced this week, and to get him out there, and it's been a long time coming for him. Hadn't played since December last year, and I'm hopeful he got out of it. I know he came off one of those last plays, so I'm hopeful he came out of it okay. And because I would suspect that we may need another guy in that offensive line, and a guy with his experience and ability, that'd be a great place to start.
Oh, good. Thank you, Coach.
Being out there with your fellow seniors, getting recognized for the game, kind of in this environment, what did that mean to you personally?
I'm gonna be honest here. That kind of stuff that I think is a little bit for my parents. They really like that stuff. For us, I was kind of just like, all right, let's play. Let's get to the game. You can't really let stuff like that distract you. I'm sure looking back on it, it'll probably be a little different, but.
Is that kind of because you know you'll have more home games to come?
Yeah, that, and just like, I don't know, you kind of get pregame, down to that last hour or so, and you're pretty locked in, I looked at it as a potential distraction, so you kind of just, keep the main thing.
Eastern was loading the box a ton in the first half. How much do you think just the ability to hit them over the middle, over the top, loosen things up?
It did a lot, getting play action in there, some of those deep shots really helped us. They did a good job stopping a lot of the box run game, but they didn't for the play action game. So it's nice to have like that complement the run game too. So when we're lacking in one area, we're firing in another.
Stay alive for the Big Sky title. So how much did that mean to you and the fellow seniors?
Everything. I mean, yeah, that's life. Not that everything that we want wasn't in front of us anyways, but it makes that game next week that much special.
How do you feel like this team, where do you feel like this team kind of is compared to previous teams at this point, kind of going into previous brawls?
I think we're firing on all cylinders. We've got our offense complements our defense. Even special teams, we got a block punt today. I think we're in a good spot. We're ready to take it to them.
seeing Sean have 5 touchdowns in the first half. I mean, just how impressed have you been his whole time here?
It's awesome. We brought Sean in, and I was like, well, I thought Tommy was the guy, It's like, what are we doing? And then, you see Chambers play, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's why. But they complement each other. They're unselfish. He's a great guy. He's obviously one of our team captains. He's a leader. He's a good friend of mine. Love the guy.
There's that group of 5 of you that have been here since the very beginning. So, what's it been like to just go through this experience with those guys?
It's been fun. It's been joy. I think it's me, Nolan, Trayton, Derek, Lavelle. I think that's it. It's kind of crazy. We came in with like 30 guys or something like that. It's I love those guys. Those guys I'm always gonna have a relationship with them. People I can reach out to, and I hope they can reach out to me too. But a lot of blood, sweat, and tears with those guys. Just glad we get to finish this together.
What do you think of Nolan's pick?
I was really excited. I thought he was going to have a second one too, and I was really excited, and then he dropped it, but I'll talk some crap to him later. But no, that's cool. That's special for him. And Ben's fumble recovery, running that down to the 1. I thought he was going to get in. That would have been a cool senior day thing, but yeah.
Daniel Hardy was on the sideline, looked like. What was your thoughts on seeing him back at Bobcat Stadium?
It's good. It's always good to have a member of the Bobcat family back and enjoying the game day atmosphere.
All right. Thank you, Lane.
At Blackfoot Communications, our mission is to connect people, businesses, and communities, bringing a world-class fiber network to homes, communities, and businesses of all sizes, ensures Montanans have access to fast, reliable, and secure internet and phone services. Are you ready for fiber internet? To find out if fiber is coming to your area, visit goblackfoot.com/readyforfiber. Connect to more with Blackfoot Communications.
Ben, I guess speaking of that, take us through the fumble recovery and almost get to the end zone.
Yeah, I know. So, I was rushing the passer, then I saw the ball come out quick, and then Simi smacked the tight end, and the ball came out, and I was just sprinting to the ball like normal, and I see Nolan and me going for the ball. I kind of stole it from Nolan, if I'm being honest, but luckily Nolan didn't fight me over it. He just let me have it, and I took off running. And I made the quarterback miss or something. I don't remember. Then I was just on the sideline, and I thought I was going to score. I saw the end zone. I thought I was going to score. Out of nowhere, some dude comes and smacks me. And I was like, oh, a 2-yard line. I'm so close. But, it was a big play. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, not the touchdown you wanted, but still to make that play on senior day, I guess how special was that for you personally?
Yeah, especially on senior day. That's a good point, too. It is a big play. It's just going about it in the process of how that play happened for me is just kind of how it's been all year.
You had a scoop and score last year in the same week, almost to the day. So, was that in your mind when you were?
I didn't even know that it was the same week. I remember I had it last year against Cal Poly, but I didn't know it was just around the same time of the year last year too. That's kind of crazy.
What was this your guys' collective mindset as a senior group come into this thing, playing your last regular season at least home game?
Yeah, we talked about it was the last guaranteed one, and so we wanted to make sure that we took advantage of it, and we wanted to make sure that we enjoyed the moment, because playing in front of 22,000 at Bobcat Stadium is a privilege, and so we have to take advantage of the numbered opportunities that we have left. And so today we just wanted to soak it all in and take advantage of senior day and take advantage of the last guaranteed opportunity that we have here.
Was there motivation to know, hey, if we win this game, we have better odds to have one or more home games in the playoffs?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time because part of our culture pyramid is home field advantage in the playoffs. And so we know our back's up against the wall from losing to Idaho and SDSU, so we have that chip on our shoulder. And Nolan actually challenged us today because he said, everyone says that we're going to get everyone's best shot because we're one of the top teams in the country. And so he said, doesn't matter about their best shot, what's our best shot look like? And so I feel like that's what we gave him today. And I think Nolan challenged us and we responded.
Ben, there's going to be a lot of distractions obviously next week. As a defensive group, how do you guys eliminate those and kind of try to just focus on the game?
We always try to make it about us. It's a process. It's about the standards, about raising the standard, and no matter what the other team's doing, it's about how we're playing. Because in the big games that we've played and that we've won and lost, it's been about us. It's not been about what they've done. It's more about what we've done and kind of how we've responded to some things. So we just got to work on ourselves and get ourselves better.
What do you think of Nolan's pick?
I was so happy for Nolan because, like I said, I kind of stole the fumble from him, and so he's like, Ben, you stole that from me. And then I was like, when he got the pick, I was like, yes, I don't feel so bad anymore because he's a senior too. So it was super cool to get his pick. I celebrated with him. And I was like, there you go, buddy, we're all good now, right? He said, yeah. So
John didn't jump on him. He might have had a second one too.
I know. He was so close for that one too, but I'm glad he got that one too because it's his senior day. It's just as important to him. And so I'm glad that he got that.
How do you feel like this team overall is sitting right now going into the big game next week?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we got that chip on our shoulder and our backs were against the wall from having 2 losses on the season already. So we have to win out, and we have to. It's a big thing for our program that we beat the Grizz in on the state. So
you feel like this team is as good, better than previous ones at this time, in previous seasons?
It's hard to say, honestly, because we've had some great teams in the past, and we're a good team this year. I'd like to see how we stack up, honestly, but the big thing that Coach Vigen talks about is teams have to separate in November. The teams that are great, they keep going up, they keep separating from the pack, and so that's kind of what we're striving to do every day.
And I mean, your days are numbered not just with this team, but this defensive line that you seem to be, really close with for a couple of years now. Just describe kind of that relationship you have with those guys.
It's such a close brotherhood, and like this is our meeting room. This is where we all sit every day. This is where when we practice outside, we live together, we do all these things, and we spend so much time. In the last 3 years with this group has been so special and has really brought us together. I think that's why we play so hard, because we're playing for each other, not just playing for ourselves out there. We rush as a pack, we work as a pack, and so it's a very special group of guys I'm honored to be a part of.
26 games, won at home consecutively, the longest active streak in Division I football. What does something like that mean to you in Bobcat Nation?
It's just a testament to our Bobcat Nation, honestly. Playing in front of our fans and playing in the stadium is tough for opponents. And we know that's why home field advantage is a big thing for us in the playoffs, because we know that teams coming in here, it's not easy to win in here, because we play hard and in front of our fans, and our fans make it hard for the other team to play in front of too. So it's definitely a big advantage for us to play in front of our fans, and just because they're the best fans in the nation by far.